my name is Gigi and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about rejection and how you being rejected can actually be the turning point towards you getting a better life. So if you want to understand how to turn your mindset from rejection from being something that attacks your ego and your self-worth to something that aids you towards becoming a better person and achieving your goals, this is the video for you. It is incredibly normal in life to experience multiple rejections around multiple different areas of your life. A lot of the time we see these rejections as direct attacks on our egos or our self-worth. For some reason, we like to tie our failures and rejection directly to how much we're worth, how smart we are, how well liked we are. So when we are rejected or we do fail at something, it means we directly take the hit towards our personalities and our dreams. We believe that every reason behind why we were rejected or why we failed at something is directly because of us. We blame ourselves for every single part of our rejection or failure. But when you start to change your mindset around failure and around rejection, and when you can actually view rejection as a whole new redirection, that is when you will start to take control of how you view changing your life. Now, we've all had these experiences, whether it's going for a job interview and being rejected, asking someone out and being rejected, putting in so much work towards a promotion, a project in school, a degree, and after all of that work, you don't make it, or you get rejected, or you fail. The way that we feel after that is incredibly painful. Not only do you feel like you've wasted your precious time, but after all of that work, it was for nothing. We often find afterwards that we feel bad about ourselves. We doubt our self-worth, how smart we are, how confident we are. We tend to doubt our entire choice of project or career choice. We start to put ourselves down and wonder, why did I even do that? I should have known I wasn't going to make it. It is this deep disappointment within ourselves. It's like a pit in your stomach that makes you feel awful about yourself. But the reality is, you don't have to feel like that when it comes to rejection. Because if you reframe what rejection is, if you can turn rejection into something beautiful, you will no longer view it as a direct hit to your self-worth, and you'll view it as something that is about to change your life for the better. If you view rejection as redirection, your outlook on your life will completely change. Now, I won't sugarcoat it. The fact that rejection happens is awful, and of course, it's still most likely going to hurt you, especially when you've put in so much time. But if you can reframe it, if you can view rejection as, okay, I didn't get that, that's kind of annoying, that kind of hurts, but it's not because of me, and this is actually because I needed a different path in life. This is life forcing me to see a different path and to go down that different path. From personal experience, I can tell you every time I was rejected by something or by someone, it forced me onto a completely different path, and that completely different path was 10 times better than the one that I originally wanted to go down. Every time I have failed at something, every time I've been rejected by something or someone, every single time the outcome has been better. Every single time I have been forced onto a different path, redirected onto a different path, and that path has led me onto so many better things, so many more opportunities, so many things that have made me feel so much better about myself, things that haven't drained me, haven't made me unhappy. Every single no in life is a push towards a better path. I will always say, if something is meant for you, if something is meant to happen, it will happen. If it was meant to be, it will be. So every time I'm rejected by something, every time I receive a rejection, I always know something better is coming. Now, when we are rejected, our first instinct is to directly relate it to our self-worth. We believe that really we've been rejected because we're not good enough. Maybe we worked really hard, but we still didn't view it as hard enough. Maybe we studied for hours, got headaches off of how much information we tried to take in, but it wasn't enough. When you view everything you do at life as something you have to be perfect at, you have to be the smartest at, the best at, that everything you do has to be perfect. If you fail, if you are rejected, of course you're going to see every move you've previously made as it wasn't good enough. I'm not good enough. But it's time to reframe that mindset, because if you take every single failure as something that is because of you, because you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you didn't do enough work, you will become stuck. And I've said it so many times in my videos, you will become stuck, you'll become stuck. But if you view every single hit that you take in life as something to do with you, everything is because you're not good enough, you will move nowhere. If you believe you are not good enough, you will not be good enough. If you believe you're not smart enough, you will not be smart enough. What we say about ourselves, what we think about ourselves, will be what we make ourselves. So if you view every single rejection as, I didn't do well enough, I didn't work hard enough, I'm not smart enough, you will be those things and you will not go anywhere. But if you are able to view rejection and failure as something that is a redirection, something that takes you from one path to another path, and that path you are focused on, you will make it. Because you know that because of that previous rejection, you have been guided here. Whether you believe in God or the universe or just manifestation in different paths in life, whatever it is, you believe that this new path that you have literally been guided towards is what you need to be on. And that path you're going to put your everything into, because it's not because of your worth. It's not because of how good you are or smart you are. It is directly linked behind who you want to be and what you want to achieve. So if you want to achieve, you want to be smart, you want to do your goals, you want to achieve your dreams, you have to believe in yourself. Every time you are rejected from a job, every time you go to the interview, you put your everything into it, and then you're rejected. I say this every single time. That is because that job was not meant for you. Even if you wanted it really bad, if you'd got that job, it wouldn't have worked out. You might have been unhappy. It might have not have fit into your life the way you actually thought it would. So that rejection is a direct guidance towards what you actually need in life. Now, like I said before, rejection can often hurt because we see it as such a waste of time. We see the fact that we've put in all this effort is such a waste of time, because maybe it's took days, weeks, months, even years sometimes to get to that point that you've been rejected at. But the reality is that oftentimes this rejection is protection from wasting more time. If we're being guided away from something, it's likely because that something wasn't meant for us. The rejection happened for a reason. So if you had gone through with that, if you had gotten that rather than be rejected, it's very likely that down the line it would have happened anyway. Something would have pulled you once again to a different path. If you force yourself into a path where every single time things come up to try and guide you away from it, you're going to find you waste so much more time than you originally would have. If you had just originally listened to your gut, listened to the way that life was trying to guide you away from it, understood truly why rejection happens, then you will understand that rejection is often a form of protection. It's a way that life shows you that whatever that path is that you want to go down isn't right for you, which is exactly why it's guiding you away from it, because it knows that you have a better path to pick, one that is more suited to your lifestyle, one that will help you grow as a person, one that will expand how you feel about yourself and what you know about yourself. A lot of the time, rejection is protecting you from settling. It's protecting you from staying in the same place. And going down the route of rejection from people, I always find that when you're rejected by people, it is life or God keeping those people away from you. Because you have actively chosen to pursue those people and in return you receive rejection, I always find it is a way that you've been shown that these people are not right for you, that these people have their own issues and those issues are toxic to your life. If those people are toxic, they don't fit in with your life, no matter how good they look on the outside, you don't want them there. You will be rejected from them. You will be redirected away from them. If someone is not meant to be in your life, there will be ways that stop them from being in your life. And again, it is how you view rejection. If you view rejection as that is a direct reflection of your self-worth, of course you're going to see that rejection as something incredibly bad. But if you view rejection as a redirection away from something that was not meant for you, you will understand that whatever you were going towards, whatever you were pursuing, was not right for you. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with what you're wanting in life and how that person or that experience or that thing will provide in your life. If you look back in your past and see all of the things that you said, thank God I didn't do that. Thank God I didn't meet up with him. Thank God I didn't go for that job interview. Thank God I was rejected from that job interview. Whatever it is, look back in your life right now and think to yourself, my life would have been so different if this had happened, or I talked to him, or I responded to that message, or I did get that job. Realize that where you are right now, what you're doing right now, would have been completely different, and a lot of the time for worse, if you hadn't been rejected by those things. Every single rejection has a hidden lesson behind it, a hidden meaning, and something that it's meant to teach you. A lot of the time, rejection can show us what we need to improve on, what we need to look inwards on and understand where we might be failing at. If you don't get a job and they provide you with feedback that you didn't seem confident enough, you didn't seem willing enough to try new things, you know that on the inside, you need to work on yourself at becoming more confident, at being more outgoing. These rejections can actually show us sides of ourselves that we didn't know we might need to work on. So viewing those rejections as answers to things that we might need to actually improve on is a really incredible way to looking at it. Imagine using something that you thought would deflate your self-worth as something that builds your self-worth. Rejection also helps you build resilience. Being able to be rejected and not have it directly affect your self-worth is an amazing, amazing thing. So if you can be rejected and build resilience to that external validation and know that you don't need the approval of others to know how you feel about yourself, to know that it's not going to affect how you are as a person, to know that you are confident in yourself, you love yourself, and you don't need this rejection to affect you. And rejection helps with clarity. You're able to understand what you truly want. What you want from a job, what you want from a person, what you want from yourself and your own dreams. That rejection is a turning point. It's highlighting all the things of why you don't need to go down that path. If you view rejection as something that's truly meant to redirect you in your life, you will understand that all these lessons are incredibly important. Knowing feedback so you can improve yourself. Building resilience so you don't need the external validation. Having clarity behind what you truly want in life. These lessons will teach you so much more about yourself rather than building on this I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough idea. My biggest tips on how to deal with rejection in the moment when you first find out you've been rejected by something is to number one, feel it. Do not let yourself build this feeling inside. Let it out. Let yourself feel that rejection. If it's hurt, if it's anger, however you want to feel about it, let yourself feel it. The worst thing you can do is bottle up your feelings. So even if you do want to view rejection differently and your automatic reaction is hurt, allow yourself to feel it. Pretending it doesn't hurt you or pretending it doesn't make you angry will just make it worse. So try and find something you can do to healthily vent that frustration or that pain from the rejection. Crying it out, journaling, going for a walk where you can clear your mind are all very healthy ways of allowing yourself to let out your feelings towards rejection. The second thing is to detach your self-worth from that rejection. It's not about your value as a person. It is about your life redirecting you towards something that is better suited towards you. And then next, you can reframe it. Ask yourself questions like, what is this making space for? What is this redirecting me towards? What can I learn from this experience? Reframing rejection and what rejection means to you will change your entire outlook Like I said, if you're viewing rejection as something as, I didn't do well enough, I'm not smart enough, I didn't work hard enough, of course you're going to directly take the hit. Your self-worth is going to be in shambles afterwards. But if you reframe it and you understand that this is all to teach you something, this is all to understand who you are, what your values are, what you might need to improve on, that this rejection could be directing you towards something completely different and better. This will help you deal with rejection. It will help build resilience, as I said before, towards future rejections. Once you shift that perspective that you have, that rejection is really just a filter, and that filters out all of these things that are not meant for you. That rejection shows that you are putting yourself directly into life. Of course, you're not going to get it right every single time. Of course, you're not going to get every single thing that you want, but you're trying. You're doing it. And trying is so much better than hiding and do nothing at all. So next time you're rejected from something or someone, remind yourself that this is the universe's way of protecting you, of redirecting you away from something that wasn't meant for you. Rejection is the universe's way of saying, I have something better for you. This isn't it. That is all from me today. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to comment down below and I will try and get back to every single one of your comments. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.